live. There we go. Okay, give me Coach Phillips. And a good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome you to the Carter Activity Center here on the campus of Crowley's Ridge College. Y'all, it is officially volleyball season no longer. It is now round ball time as Crowley's Ridge College ladies basketball will get things started here at the Ridge as the Lady Pioneers will start the 2021-2022 season against the Royals of Ecclesia College. Ecclesia visiting Paragould out of the NCCAA. That's the National Christian College Athletics Association. A lot of members in the NAIA and NCAA D2 and 3 will also be co-members of the NCCAA. But some of the smaller schools, such as Ecclesia, will just be NCCAA. And so the Royals come in with a 2-0 record. They have already had their season underway, playing a few games this weekend against Southwestern Adventist in Texas on October 29th and 30th, coming away with victories in both of those games, did the Royals. Led by Greg Gaffney in his first season at the helm of the Royals. Greg Gaffney has led his Royals to a perfect 2-0. While head coach Brad Phillips will begin his tenure in his second year as the Lady Pioneers head coach. Last year, the Lady Pioneers making the trip to the NAIA National Tournament for the first time in school history, losing to St. Xavier in the opening round, ending their season with a 8-10 record, runners up in the what was then the Association of Independent Institutions. If you have not been following along with our volleyball broadcasts, the AII, as the Lady Pioneers and Pioneers have been used to playing in, has been rebranded, and they are now the Continental Athletic Conference. So you can't see it on the screen right now, but once it shifts over to the right side of the floor, you will see part of that badge of the big C on the floor, Continental Athletic Conference. Same members for the most part. There have been a few additions, such as Florida College, Florida National's been there, Florida College, and Iowa Wesleyan has joined. In fact, Iowa Wesleyan will host this year's men's and women's basketball tournaments. In addition to Northern New Mexico, NNMC has been an associate member for a while, but granted full membership status this season. And so the season will begin as far as Continental Athletic Conference play on January 6th with the Lady Pioneers taking on Northern New Mexico. As we look at the two teams last year, again, Crowley's Ridge 8-10, and so it's going to be a little difficult determining a matchup between these two schools because Crowley's Ridge, out of last year and this year combined, 2 letter winners. 2 sophomore letter winners will be playing, so only 2 people who played for the Lady Pioneers in last season's 8-10 team will find themselves on the floor, those being Michaela Smith and Travia Woodruff, and one of those is off the court due to injury, Travia Woodruff. And so Michaela Smith will be the only veteran to play in the first few weeks of this young season. 11 true freshmen fill out the lineup for head coach Brad Smith, and we will greet and meet those Lady Pioneers that you will see. Claire Bellers is a 5'6" freshman. She is a guard out of Piggott High School. Kaya Williams, you know already. She came in during the Kaya Williams came in late last year at the semester break, playing with us in the spring semester, the Marion Patriot. She stands at 5'4", plays as a guard. Nakaya Edwards is one of our newbies, a 5'3" freshman out of Fort Worth, Texas, formerly playing at Lake Worth High School. Kiana Foster, you may recognize that name. She redshirted for the Lady Pioneers Last season, she is dressed, and so we will see if Coach Phillips rather, sends her out. The former Vance Alabamian playing at Brookwood High in Florida. New freshman out of Pecatonica, Illinois, Sasha Lepke, 5'8" freshman guard at a long name. She's from Chicago. She'll tell you she's from the Windy City, playing at Guilford High School. Shamira Brown is a 5'7" freshman guard out of Forest City, Arkansas, joining the Lady Pioneers. Lindsey Browning is a 6'even" freshman forward, one of 4 listed forwards on the team. Coach Phillips, desperate for height, picking up Lindsey Browning, a 6'even" freshman out of Viola, Arkansas. We've already mentioned Michaela Smith, 5'6" sophomore guard out of Strawberry, Arkansas. Lizzie Roughton is a 5'8" freshman out of Ouachita High School in Donaldson, Arkansas. Jameria Johnson will wear number 25 as a 5'9" sophomore. She last played. She is a sophomore. She's transferring in from Arkansas State Mid-South, and so a transfer player out of ASU Mid-South. Hometown of Marion, Arkansas, is joined by Leah Still, a 5'8" freshman out of Flippin, Arkansas. We have already talked about Travia Woodruff wearing number 32, a 5'5" sophomore guard, a former Nettleton Raider. Michaela Ward from right down the road in Corning, Arkansas, is a 5'9" freshman guard who wears number 33. Maya Edwards, twin sister of number 5, Nikaya. Maya is a 5'3" freshman guard, still out of Fort Worth, Texas, Lake Worth High School. And at number 35 this season is Lottie Hoffman, a 5'4" freshman guard out of Marmaduke, Arkansas, the former Lady Greyhound. And then rounding off Coach Phillips' 2021-2022 Lady Pioneers is Madison Sellers, a 5'11" freshman forward out of Salem, Arkansas, a transfer officially from Central Baptist. Did not play for the Mustangs. And so she now finds herself on the court for the Lady Pioneers of Crowley's Ridge College. And we will tell you our starters on the other side of the break. Crowley's Ridge competed for the first time in the NAIA Women's Basketball National Tournament for the first time last season. That concludes this season as well in Sioux City, Iowa. So the Lady Pioneers have Iowa on their maps marked out, ready to go. And the journey begins today as the Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneers find themselves facing off with the Royals of Ecclesia College. The final seconds waning away on this pregame, these pregame activities. Last season, Crowley's Ridge averaged 69.7 points a game. The Royals so far averaging 61.5 on their 2 games that they have played thus far. We will take a short pause. We're going to send it down to Matthew Crabtree, our public address announcer, who will take care of things down on the floor, who will have our pregame prayer and our national anthem. This is Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. Technical difficulties at the Carter Activity Center as our national anthem got to be sung today, gorgeously sung by all of those in attendance at the Carter Activity Center as we get set for today's contest again between the Pioneers of Crowley's Ridge College and the Royals of Ecclesia College. We will get the starters coming up for the Royals of Ecclesia College. Looks like number 2 is going to be sent out, Callie Whitfield. In addition to number 3, Hannah Johnson will be joined by Nakia Metcalf. Number 12, Madison Bailey will join the court. And number 15, Harmony Van Campen will go out. So it's Callie Whitfield, a 5'8 junior guard out of Lone Oak, Arkansas. Hannah Johnson is a 5'6 out of Kingston, Arkansas. She averages 6.5 points a game. Callie Whitfield leads the Royals at 12 points a game. Nakia Metcalf is a 5'2 freshman out of Harley, Georgia, averaging 6.5 points a game. Madison Bailey is a 5'6 freshman out of Greers Ferry, Arkansas. She averages 14.5 points. So leading the team is a freshman at 14.5 buckets a game. And then Harmony Van Campen is a 5'9 junior out of Houston, Texas, averaging 10.5 a game and shooting 41% from the floor. Crowley's Ridge starting off this season. Lindsey Browning, a 6' even freshman out of Viola, Arkansas, will hit the floor, in addition to Michaela Smith, a 5'6 sophomore guard. Lizzie Roughton will hit the floor, 5'8 freshman out of Donaldson, Arkansas. Leah Still is a 5'8 freshman out of Flippin, Arkansas guard. And number 51, Madison Sellers, a 5'1 freshman out of Salem, Arkansas. Coach Phillips sending out Browning, Smith, Roughton, Still, and Sellers. For the Royals, it's Whitfield, Johnson, Metcalf, Bailey, and Van Campen. As we look at the Royals in a navy blue jersey top, and a navy blue short with a kind of gray piping down the side, gold numerals, and a gold Ecclesia across the chest. Crowley's Ridge in their traditional home grays, gray tops, gray trunks with green trim down the side, black outline on those. Green numerals on the back and the front of the jersey. Green Pioneers across the chest. White outlines between both of those. So Crowley's Ridge preparing their first game of the 2021-2022 campaign, facing an old-time rival, the Royals of Ecclesia College, visiting Paragould out of Springdale, Arkansas. Heading to the center of the floor, Callie Whitfield and Lindsey Browning will start things off. The Lady Pioneers will be moving right to left as soon as we get everything set where they need to be. The referee has blown his whistle. The ball is in the air, and we are underway. Crowley's Ridge will start with the ball as they move right to left across the screen. Here's Lindsey Browning driving it right. That's Madison Sellers. Passes to Lindsey Browning. Browning misses her shot, gets her own rebound. Lays it up, misses that. The rebound coming down to the Royals, Hannah Johnson. So the Royals now moving left to right. Callie Whitfield's at the top of the key, looking to her left side, finding Nakia Metcalf. Three-pointer on the way is no good. The rebound taken by Callie Whitfield. Whitfield hicks it out to the left side to Van Campen. Van Campen scoops in. Now outside to Hannah Johnson for 3 from the top of the key. And it is the Royals who get on the board first with a three-pointer. So the Lady Pioneers will be coming from behind in this contest. Up top to Michaela Smith, to the right side to Lizzie Roughton. Roughton on the far wing takes up a three-pointer, no good. Rebound coming down to Hannah Johnson of the blue and gold. Callie Whitfield on the far wing. Now to the corner, finding Van Campen. Down low to the top of the key, back to Johnson. Thought about that three-pointer again. Instead, she goes to Metcalf, and Metcalf is blocked cleanly by Miss Madison Sellers. Madison Sellers whacks that out of play. It is Ecclesia ball. 15 ticks on the timer. 8:47 to go in the quarter. Ecclesia leads 3-0. The inbound gets tipped away and is stolen by Lindsey Browning. Here's Lizzie Roughton. Roughton is 2-on-1. She takes a Euro step up and in. Lizzie Roughton will score the first points for the Lady Pioneers in this season. But here come the Royals. Nearly losing her dribble was Madison Bailey. She looks to her left side, now to the top of the key to Whitfield. Going down low to Van Campen, now to the near corner to the wing, finding Hannah Johnson for three, and she drains that three-pointer. Ecclesia coming into the game, averaging 4 long balls a game, and they've already come out with 2 in the early goings here. Lizzie Roughton working the point for the Lady Pioneers, finding Browning. Browning to the left side to Sellers. Sellers goes underneath, spins around, puts up a shot, and that is good. 6-4, Lady Pioneers trailing the Royals of Ecclesia College. Just underway in this brand new season for the Lady Pioneers. Hannah Johnson goes to the near corner to Whitfield. Whitfield head fakes her shot, blocked from behind by Madison Sellers. That's 2 blocks early. Michaela Smith for 3. Yes, sir. MJ, as she's known at Crowley's Ridge, has given the Lady Pioneers a 7-6 lead. And the coach, Greg Gaffney, we thought it was a timeout, but the Royals are not making their way towards the floor. Making their way towards the coach. The Lady Pioneers have made their way as if it were a timeout. The Royals are still on the court, and they did not call for a timeout. Coach Greg Gaffney wanting a quick word with the referee. Not a timeout called. So Michaela Smith drains the three-pointer to take a 7-6 lead. 7.5 left to go in this opening quarter. Madison Bailey looks to the right side, finding Nakia Metcalf. Van Campen had that tipped away by Leah Still and did control possession, though. Nearly stolen away once more. Here's Metcalf for a long two-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Madison Sellers. Sellers nearly lost control of it, but Lizzie Roughton's there to pick it up. Leah Still hands off to Sellers. Beautiful pass from Leah Still, finding the cutting Madison Sellers. And the Lady Pioneers make it 9-6. Madison Bailey between the circles, looks down low to Hannah Johnson, who puts up a shot from the free throw line. No good. Madison Sellers will be fouled. That foul whistled on Harmony Van Campen. First foul of this contest after the rebound by Madison Sellers. Sellers up to 4 points now as Lizzie Roughton has the ball, going to Leah Still on the far corner to the top of the key. Michaela Smith for another three. Yes, sir. Michaela Smith doing what Michaela Smith does, draining the first 2 3-pointers she took this year. And quickly, it is 12-6 in favor of the hosting Lady Pioneers. Bounce pass down low to Metcalf, blocked away by guess who? Madison Sellers. Madison Sellers, 3 stuffs in the first 4 minutes of play. Outside to a wide open Hannah Johnson taking a three-pointer. She misses it. Michaela Smith gets the board for the green and the black. Smith on the near wing, looks to Roughton on the near corner. Here's Sellers underneath. Sellers double team, fights away, puts up a shot that rattles in. Madison Sellers up to 6 points, makes it 14-6 in favor of the hosting Lady Pioneers. It was a slow start for CRC, but the Lady Pioneers have gotten it rolling of late. And that is a steal cleanly away by Lizzie Roughton. And Roughton's going to lay it up and in with the left hand. And the Lady Pioneers have forced a timeout by head coach Greg Gaffney. Crowley's Ridge with 5:29 left to go in the first quarter. Crowley's Ridge leads at 16-6. This is Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneer basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
What is dedication?
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is Dariano. We call him Day for short. Every day he's hungry for something, whether it's attention, affection, knowledge. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that when he's no longer under my wing, that he's a good person. I want him to be able to sit back one day and go, we work together, we did a good job.
That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Back in action here at the Carter Activity Center. The right side, Metcalf goes down low, finding, that was Van Kampen. Van Kampen will dribble it, but it looks like it was dribble it off of her foot. It is Crowley's Ridge basketball. Sellers inbounds to Lizzie Roughton. Madison Sellers finds Lindsey Browning. Head fake back to Sellers. Sellers for a mid-range jumper. No good. Rebound tipped away. Lindsey Browning gets it. She posts up. Tries to pass it. Instead, that gets stolen away by Madison Bailey of the blue and gold. Van Kampen pulls up from a long range 2. That rattles out. Madison Sellers gets the board for the Lady Pioneers. Here's Lizzie Roughton. Roughton drives inside, goes to Leah Steele. Leah Steele up and under, misses. Roughton gets the board, goes to the floor, and she is fouled. New player coming in, Mayela Escamilla, the Monticello, Arkansas native. Checking in for the Royals. Michaela Smith pulling up for 3. That's no good. Rebound coming to Lindsey Browning, but her pass gets stolen away by Madison Bailey. 4:19 left to go in this first quarter. Lady Pioneers with a 10-point lead, 16-6. Off the hands of Nakia Metcalf. Metcalf driving in, a beautiful drive by Metcalf. Her shot is no good, however, and it's rebounded by Lindsey Browning. On the far side is Leah Steele. Pump fakes, shoots, misses, rebounded by Madison Sellers, and it will stay Lady Pioneer ball. Lizzie Roughton at the top of the key. Roughton will pull off and allow a play to develop with 12 on the shot clock. Here's Lindsey Browning fighting in the paint, and she'll be fouled. And with that, Lindsey Browning will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair as the Lady Pioneers lead it 16-6. 3:45 left to go.
Number 14, Lindsey Brown.
First from Lindsey Browning is up, in, and good. Second free throw coming, and that is short. So it will sit at 17-6. Three-pointer is a pass, rather, that goes over, finding Escamilla. That is no good. Rebound coming down to Lizzie Roughton. Correction, that's Avery Reichert that's in now for the Royals as well. Leah Steele for a long 2. No good. Rebounded by Madison Sellers. Three-pointer by Michaela Smith is short, rebounded by Van Kampen. Tipped away by Lizzie Roughton, but it is corralled by Callie Whitfield. Far side, Avery Reichert for a long 2-pointer, and that is good. So that will break a long scoreless streak by the Royals. Last time the Royals scored, got to scroll back a long way. Back with 8:09 left to play. And that is a layup underneath by Lindsey Browning, making it 19-8. Underneath, going into the wall of Madison Sellers, was Callie Whitfield. She lost control of the ball. Crowley's Ridge with possession, moving right to left. And trying to drive inside, being fouled, is Lindsey Browning. A foul whistled on Avery Reichert. Fourth foul, so after this, the Lady Pioneers will go to the line, shooting free throws. Madison Sellers inbounds, finding Lizzie Roughton. Roughton at the top of the key, driving in, now out to Steele. Steele will try to lay it up, misses, rebounded by Lizzie Roughton. The shot clock would not restart, and it finally does now. But it is Ecclesia ball, a quick over to Escamilla, and that is a foul, hand check foul by Lizzie Roughton. So that is the first foul whistled on the Lady Pioneers. 2:03 left to go in the opening quarter. 19-8, Crowley's Ridge leads. Quick inbound to Van Kampen off the back glass, rebounded by Lindsey Browning. Browning finds Roughton. Roughton will slowly cross the court. She's just now crossing the timeline. Sellers pulls up for three. Misses that, rebounded by Mayela Escamilla. To the left side, finding Callie Whitfield. Whitfield goes to the right side, now down low to Escamilla. Escamilla, no look pass to Van Kampen. Van Kampen for three. Misses. Rebound is last touched by Callie Whitfield as it goes out of play, so it is Crowley's Ridge ball. 97 seconds to go in Q1. As in comes Lizzie Roughton. Leah Still, no look, bounce pass down low to Browning. That misses. Escamilla gets the rebound. And that will go out of play. Hannah Johnson will return for the Royals. Going outside to Whitfield. Whitfield's three-pointer is short. Rebound coming to Lindsey Browning. Underneath Lizzie, Roughton. Goes right, goes left, goes up, goes in. Hannah Johnson pulls up, misses her shot, rebounded by Michaela Smith. Pass over to Smith for three. Yes, sir. Michaela Smith makes it 24-8, draining the three ball. That puts Michaela Smith at 9 points in this first quarter. Crossing the court to Whitfield. Whitfield for three, and she'll drain that three-pointer. So a three answered by a three. Final seconds will tick off this first quarter of play. And at the end of 10, Crowley's Ridge 24, Ecclesia 11. We'll take a short timeout. On the other side, we'll have the second quarter of action. This is Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneer basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
To protect his home and family from disaster, Steve used courage, wisdom, and his camera phone.
That should do it.
Way to go, Steve! By simply taking
They're
digital
down there.
pictures of his family's
Lindsay has
important
7.
documents, Steve can always
Yeah,
have them
Erica
stored
and
safely
Jordan
online.
do the stats,
no
but I
matter
can see
when
them.
disaster strikes. Learn
I
other
mean, anybody
simple
can see
ways
them.
to protect your home and
You can
family
see them if you
before
want.
a natural disaster.
It's on our
at
website.
ready.gov. That's ready.gov.
I mean,
A
it's on our
message from
website.
FEMA and the Ad Council.
Yeah, you just pull it up. It's a good start.
Getting a flu shot helps us stay
What's that?
healthy, so we don't miss
Shit,
out on
and
what
4
matters.
blocks.
Like that
That's
family
what's getting
movie
me is
night
the
your daughter
blocks.
can't live without. Yeah, can't do that. Every year, millions of people in the U.S. get the flu. Especially now, no one has time to miss out on moments that matter. So get your flu shot. Find out more at getmyflushot.org. Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Lizzie Roughton. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on Pioneer Digital Network.
Second quarter action underway here at the Ridge. Lady Pioneers holding a 24-11 lead. And that is stolen away by Madison Sellers. Sellers goes to Kaya Edwards, now in for the first time for Crowley's Ridge. Kaya Williams, rather, that is. Three-pointer on the way from Lottie Hoffman, and that is short. So the first change for the Lady Pioneers. Kaya Edwards is in. Kaya Williams. There is a Kaya Edwards. Kaya Williams is who is in for Crowley's Ridge. In addition to Michaela Smith, Lindsey Browning, Madison Sellers staying on the floor. Leah Still is out, as well as Lizzie Roughton. Lottie Hoffman now in for Crowley's Ridge. As that inbound goes right back to Escamilla. Escamilla goes outside, finding Reichert. Reichert going back to that is Bailey. Bailey misses. Madison Sellers gets the rebound, her 8th of the night. Lindsey Browning 1 for 4 3-points, 8 rebounds. Michaela Smith goes to Kaya Williams. Williams goes back to Smith. Smith pulling up for 3. Too far. Rebound coming down to Madison Bailey. Bailey goes to the right side, finding Hannah Johnson. Down low, stolen away by Madison Sellers. It's been a defensive clinic for the freshman from Salem. Down low to Lindsey Browning. Great job. Browning underneath. She is blocked by Madison Bailey, but it will go out of bounds. So Crowley's Ridge will have possession still. Michaela Smith's going to inbound it underneath her own hoop. She heaves it out, finding Lottie Hoffman. Hoffman on the far wing picks up. Bounce pass down to Lindsey Browning. Back to Smith. Michaela Smith thought about that three-pointer. Instead, she'll drive and be fouled. On the floor was that foul. Michaela Smith was driving, was going to go up. Instead, she is fouled by Nakia Metcalf, who's whistled with her first personal foul. Kaya Williams inbounds to Lindsey Browning. Browning goes up, and she is fouled. Is Lindsey Browning, so Browning will go back to the charity stripe. Lindsey Browning has shot the only free throws of this contest, making one of the two. Kiana Foster will check in on the other side of the free throws, checking in for Lindsey Browning. But Harmony Van Kampen back in for the Royals. So Lindsey Browning will shoot a pair of free throws. First on its way, nothing but the bottom of the net. 25-11. Shot is up, bounce, no good. So for the second time, Lindsey Browning makes the first, misses the second. A lot of play on the floor. Great hustle by everybody involved. Going outside, now down low, and a foul is whistled on Lottie Hoffman. So with that, Kiana Foster is going to be able to enter. 25-11, Crowley's Ridge leads it. First shot is up, and that is no good. Rebounded by none other than Madison Sellers. Sellers goes coast to coast and lays it in. Madison Sellers has herself a night and a half. Nearly stolen away from Van Kampen. Instead, that's going to go finding Nakia Metcalf. Bounce pass to Avery Reichert. Now down to Van Kampen, and Van Kampen's going to be fouled. I believe that'll be whistled on Madison Sellers. Indeed it is. So going to the line, shooting a pair of free throws will be Harmony Van Kampen. Van Kampen, an 88% free throw shooter, as Lizzie Roughton prepares to re-enter for the Lady Pioneers. First of two is no good. So Van Kampen will ready her second. Travis High School alumna out of Houston, Texas. Her second free throw is short, rebounded by Madison Sellers. Sellers bounce passes to Kyle Williams. Williams between the circles, looks to the left side to Lottie Hoffman. Hoffman crosses the court. Now to Kyle Williams, back to Hoffman. Hoffman goes down to Madison Sellers. Sellers up with the left hand and good. 29-11. Give Madison Sellers 8 points on the night. Loose ball will go the way of the Royals. Up and in, a layup by Hannah Johnson. Makes it 29-13. Right at 7 minutes left to play in the half. Lady Pioneers lead at 29-13. Three-pointer on the way from Kaya Williams. That is no good. Rebound coming down to Nakia Metcalf. Metcalf goes coast to coast. Dribbles around. Goes to the left side, finding Hannah Johnson. Johnson to the near side. Back to Metcalf. Bounce passes to Reichert. Van Kampen now misses that shot. And the rebound hard going to the floor is Harmony Van Kampen. And Van Kampen will be helped up, thankfully. Went hard to the ground. But she is up and she is well. Ensuring that she is okay on that. So Leah Steele will return, but it looks like we'll have a timeout first, so we will take it with them. 6 minutes, 33 seconds left to go in the half. Crowley's Ridge 29, Ecclesia 13. This is Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam, ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Hey, so what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
We had technical difficulties and we had to just sing it. Yeah.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Kaya Williams pulls up for a three-pointer, and yes, sir, she drains it. 32-13, Crowley's Ridge leading. 6:05 left to go. And it's opening half of play. Lizzie Roughton with the ball. Finding Leah Still, she'll hand off to Williams. Williams moving to the left elbow, down to the left block, pulls up, lays it in. So Kaya Williams with 5 points in about as many seconds. And the Lady Pioneers pulling ahead 34-13. Madison Sellers, 3 rebounds away from a first half double-double. 10 points, 7 boards for the freshman. Lottie Hoffman takes away a steal. And she finds Kaya Williams. Williams, go to the left side to Lizzie Roughton. Roughton to Lottie Hoffman for 3 from the near wing. Yes, sir. Lottie Hoffman puts her name in the scorebook. And it has been a big-time three-point night. Crowley's Ridge, 5 of 20 from long range. 46.9% from the floor as a team. Led by Madison Sellers, 10 points. Michaela Smith right behind her with 9. Avery Reichert goes out to the left side, finding Van Kampen. Van Kampen can't find an open spot, so she goes out to Nakia Metcalf. Metcalf, and that is a shot clock violation. Great defense by the Lady Pioneers of Crowley's Ridge, forcing that turnover as Callie Whitfield will re-enter for the blue and gold. So Kiana Foster will inbound. And Shamira Brown will get her first minutes as a Lady Pioneer. Shamira Brown from down the road in Forest City, Arkansas, the 5'7" freshman. Over to Brown. Brown loses control of it, but does maintain it on the far wing. 15 on the timer. Driving in is Brown, looking behind her, and that's going to be tipped and stolen away by the Royals. Fighting Madison Bailey. Bailey heaves it down the floor. Bounce pass to Hannah Johnson. Johnson pulls up for three, and she'll drain the three-pointer. Fourth long ball for the Royals in this contest. Making their average, and that's going to go out of bounds, but it was tipped by the Royals. And all 5 players on the court for the Royals thought it was theirs. And in fact, Madison Bailey thought it was hers to the point that she stepped out of bounds and was ready to take the inbound. But the referee, again, hey, it's other team's ball. So Kaya Williams inbounds to Lizzie Roughton. Roughton content to let the clock melt. Finds Shamira Brown, but she passes it right to Callie Whitfield. And Whitfield moving left to right. Dribbles to the right side. Picking up her dribble and passes right to Kiana Foster. So Foster will now move right to left for the Lady Pioneers. Out to Leah Still. Still to Roughton. Roughton pulls up for three. Off the back iron, and the rebound is going to go out of bounds. And so it is Ecclesia ball. Working the point is Madison Bailey. 3:25 to go in the opening half. Crowley's Ridge 37, Ecclesia 16. Van Kampen's two-pointer is no good. Leah Still picks up the rebound and finds Shamira Brown and finally gets control of the ball. Had trouble getting possession, had to dribble it for a few seconds. Here's Kaya Williams. Williams, long layup, thought she was fouled. Instead, it goes right into the hands of Callie Whitfield. Royals basketball, crossing the court, finding Johnson. Hannah Johnson for three. That is short, rebounded by Shamira Brown. Shamira Brown goes out to Still. Still from 10 feet up, just rattles out. That is a foul. And Leah Still will head to the charity stripe. That foul whistled on Hannah Van Kampen, her third personal foul in the first half of play. So Leah Still searching for her first collegiate points, 0 for 3 from the floor. Nakia Edwards will enter to replace Lizzie Roughton. So Leah Still goes to the free throw line, shooting two. First of two, laser beam off the front iron. And so she will ready her second. Second free throw is up and in. So Leah Still makes it 38-16. Nakia Metcalf goes to the top of the key where Avery Reichert stands between the circles. Out to Nakia Metcalf. Metcalf's three-pointer hits nothing but the bottom of the net. Makes it 38-19 with 2.5 to go. Nakia Edwards at the top of the key. Fakes right, goes left to Kaya Williams. Williams for three. That's off the back iron. Rebound, Shamira Brown goes for it. And Brown thought about working for it, but instead it will go out of bounds. Abby Hutchins will enter, the Lincoln, Arkansas native, last playing at Northwest Arkansas. She will get her first minutes of this contest. Out to Callie Whitfield. Escamilla tipped away, but it is corralled by Avery Reichert. Reichert standing between the circles, picks up her dribble, goes down finding Hutchins. Hutchins on the near wing. Now out to Reichert. Reichert to a cutting Hutchins, and Hutchins is fouled. So 110 fouls the other. That foul whistled on Kiana Foster. So Avery Reichert will inbound, and she finds Madison Bailey. Bailey on the far corner, goes back down to Reichert off the left block. Stolen away by Kaya Williams. Kaya Williams heaves it down the court to Nakia Edwards. Edwards with the left hand up, rattles in. Beautiful play on both ends of the court by the Lady Pioneers. Kaya Williams throws the Hail Mary to Nakia Edwards, laying it in for a 40-19 lead, minute 23. Shot is up, in, and a foul whistled on the floor. which is going to send Callie Whitfield to the line. Callie Whitfield has yet to shoot free throws. Callie Whitfield, a 5'8 junior out of Lone Oak, Arkansas, averaging 12 buckets a game. She currently has 5, with a third free throw on the way, and it is short. Rebounded by Nakaya Edwards. Edwards streaking down the floor between the circles, goes behind her back. She will pull off, finding Kaya Williams. Williams fakes to the right side, instead takes 2 steps forward, misses her shot. Rebound coming to Callie Whitfield. Callie Whitfield, last minute of play in the first half. Nakaya Metcalf on the far wing, and she'll dribble into her legs, and we'll have a scrum on the floor, jump ball. Possession favoring the Royals. So it remains Royals ball. 53.7 seconds left in this first half. Making sure that all the clocks are where they need to be. 53.7 on the big clock, 19 on the little one. Inbound goes to Reichert. Reichert goes back, finding an open Bailey, and Bailey from 15 feet out knocks down the 2-pointer, 40-23. Nakaya Edwards looks to the right side to Leah Still. Still head fakes. Now finds Kaya Edwards. Edwards to Shamira Brown. Brown's 15-footer. Bounce, no good. And we're going to have an over-the-back violation. And being in the bonus, Kiana Foster's foul will send the Royals to the free throw line. And it will be Madison Bailey doing the honors for the blue and gold. Madison Bailey coming in with a 55% free throw mark. First on its way, and it rattles, hits about every inch of iron before deciding, yeah, I'll go in. Second free throw up, second free throw is in, making it 25-40. Half a minute left to go, about 3 seconds separate shot from game clock. Leah Still on the near wing, dribbles to her right side. Had a bit of a hitch in her giddy up, and now goes to the left side to Kaya Williams. Williams on the near corner. Going back to Shamira Brown. Brown out to Nakaya Edwards for 3. Back iron rebounded by Bailey of Ecclesia. Ecclesia, it's 1-on-2. Reichert's shot is no good, and then a foul by Mayela Escamilla. And that being the 5th foul of the half for the Royals, will send Nakaya Edwards to the free throw line, with Abby Hutchins returning to play. With 8.3 left to go in this first half. Third game for the Royals, sitting at 2-0. First game for Crowley's Ridge. The men will take on Midway this Friday. First shot is up. First shot is good. Game against the Eagles will start at 6 on Friday. Second free throw is nowhere close. So it will stay 41-25. We'll roll the ball inbounds. Clock will not start until now when Van Campen touches. Correction, that is Callie Whitfield. Whitfield, 3 on the clock. Metcalf has to get a shot off. Instead, she passes to Bailey. Bailey for 3 for the buzzer beater. And that is no good. So we will end the first 20 minutes of play. Crowley's Ridge, 41. Ecclesia, 25. We'll take a short pause. On the other side, we'll have some halftime stats and analysis for you. Crowley's Ridge, 41. Ecclesia, 25. This is Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
I want to get back to kissing the cheeks of my grandbabies, making Sunday dinner with a house full of family and lots of laughs.
COVID-19 has changed how we live and how we feel. But now, there are vaccines. And they are the very first step that let us get back to what we miss most. It's okay to have questions.
Is it safe?
Should I wait? Now, get the facts. Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when vaccines are available to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Yeah, I wish he was, 24. Rebounds. How many rebounds do we have as a team? 29-14 rebound.
Today's halftime performance will be having half-court shots.
All right, I'll take 40. I mean, you can click plus if you want, and it'll say half. I mean, I'm about to do a halftime show. Rebound. All right. Hey, that ain't my fault. Printer keeps jamming.
This is Asacia Lepke. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on Pioneer Digital Network.
And we welcome you back to halftime at the Carter Activity Center. I'm Dustin Seymour coming to you from atop the newly renovated Carter Activity Center. If you're watching along, you may see that the screen has brightened quite a bit. Brand new lights here at the Carter Activity Center. Well, they were here for the basketball season last year, but all of the repairs have finished. Brand new lights, brand new insulation, white all around has brightened up the Carter Activity Center quite a bit. And that has shown on the scoreboard as the Lady Pioneers sit with a 41-25 lead over the visiting Royals of Ecclesia College. As we go down the line of team statistics, the Lady Pioneers 16 of 40 from the floor, making a 40% 40% field goal mark. The Royals 9 of 33, 27.3%. From long range, both teams sitting at 5. Crowley's Ridge has shot 2 more attempts. 5 of 27 are the green and black. 5 of 25 are the blue and gold. From the charity stripe, Crowley's Ridge, something to be desired. 4 of 8 from 15 feet, but Ecclesia even further back, 40%, 2 of 5. The Royals 10 turnovers, Crowley's Ridge 5. And those 10 turnovers led to 12 Crowley's Ridge points. Of the 5 CRC turnovers, those led to 3 Ecclesia points. Crowley's Ridge vastly out-rebounding their opponents 29-14. 9 offensive boards for the green and black, 1 for the navy and gold. Defensively, Crowley's Ridge 20, Ecclesia 13. CRC 8 helpers, 9 assists for the Royals. 1 block for Ecclesia, 4 all off of the hand of Madison Sellers for the Lady Pioneers. CRC 8 steals to Ecclesia's 5. As we look at the individual statistics, all players are led by Hannah Johnson's 11 points. She is 3 for 10 from long range. Callie Whitfield had 5 for the Royals. Madison Bailey with 4. Nakia Metcalf with 3. Avery Reichert with 2. Leading the rebounding, Callie Whitfield and Harmony Van Kampen both have 3 boards for the Royals. Crowley's Ridge spreading the love around. Madison Sellers 10 points, 8 rebounds. So 2 rebounds away from a double-double in her debut is Madison Sellers. Michaela Smith 3 for 6 from long range. All 6 of her field goals were from beyond the arc, and making 3 of those for 9 points. Lizzie Roughton has 6 buckets and 5 rebounds. Kaya Williams 5 points. Lindsey Browning 4 points. And Nakia Edwards, Lottie Hoffman both with 3 each. And then Leah Still is the other Lady Pioneer scorer with 1 point. Of all of the players that went to the floor for the Crowley's Ridge Lady Pioneers, just 2 did not come away with a rebound, and both of those played limited minutes. 8 for Madison Sellers and Lindsey Browning each. So the 2 forwards doing their job, pulling down those rebounds. Lizzie Roughton with 5, 2 each out of Leah Still, Nakia Edwards, and Michaela Smith. 1 each from Kiana Foster and Shamira Brown. So Crowley's Ridge, a far cry from last season when the Royals came into the Carter Activity Center, upsetting the Lady Pioneers. But the Lady Pioneers sit comfortably ahead at the half, but as I'm sure Coach Phillips is reminding his girls, no lead is safe until the clock shows period number 4, and time 0.00 is the only time any lead is safe. But as it sits at the break, Crowley's Ridge 41, Ecclesia 25. We're going to take an extended break and let you hear the sounds of the Carter Activity Center. All, not much sound, but give me a bit of a break as we're at halftime, about 9 minutes to go before we start the second act of play. This is Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
This is Lottie Hoffman. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
And we welcome you back to the Carter Activity Center. I'm Dustin Seymour as the Lady Pioneers of Crowley's Ridge find themselves ahead 41 to Ecclesia College's 25. The Lady Pioneers are going to send out Lizzie Roughton, Leah Still, Madison Sellers, Michaela Smith, and Lindsey Browning. And the Royals will put out Madison Bailey. Same starters. Callie Whitfield as a three-pointer on the way from Michaela Smith is no good. Here is Madison Bailey driving down the line. She'll bump back, moving right to left across your screen. Top of the key, finding Callie Whitfield, joined by Hannah Johnson and Nakia Metcalf. Three-pointer on the way is no good. Rebound coming down to Madison Sellers. 9 rebounds, so she needs one more to get a debut double-double. Pass going down low, stolen away. That's going to be taken by Callie Whitfield. Here is Whitfield as she works her way around. To the left side, Whitfield for 3. That's going to be off the glass. Rebound coming down to Lizzie Roughton. And that's going to go out of play. It is Crowley's Ridge turning it over. No score yet here in the penultimate quarter. Callie Whitfield on the near wing, moving right to left, finding Hannah Johnson at the top of the key, hands it right back off to Callie Whitfield. Long three-pointer on the way, no good. Madison Sellers, another stuff. Lizzie Roughton heaves it down, finding Leah Still. Still with a head fake, driving down low, puts up the shot, and that is good. So give Leah Still the bucket. And a slight press put on by the Lady Pioneers. Lizzie Roughton coming all the way out. Going down, finding Van Kampen. Van Kampen from the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Lindsey Browning. Three-pointer from Michaela Smith. Back iron right. Oh, yes, sir. Anyway, she'll get it. She'll take the 3 ball. As the Lady Pioneers all-time single game leading scorer, Michaela Smith. Three-pointer on the way, and that is good. So a 3 answered by a 3 from Hannah Johnson. Three-pointer coming from Leah Still. That is short. Rebound coming down, finding Hannah Johnson. Johnson to the right side, finding Madison Bailey. The Lady Pioneer bench willing their team to strong defense, and they get exactly that as Madison Sellers tips it into the hands of Lizzie Roughton. Sellers corrals the ball back to Roughton. Roughton underneath, and that is good. And a foul on Lindsey Browning. Browning trying to draw the charge and said her feet were not quite set. There you go. The foul will be whistled on Miss Lindsey Browning. Which will send Harmony Van Kampen to the charity stripe. Van Kampen, 88% shooter from the free throw line coming into the game. Lottie Hoffman will re-enter for the Lady Pioneers. Free throw up, free throw good. Second free throw on its way, and it as well is true. Far side, nearly stolen away. Madison Sellers spins around, finds Lindsey Browning, who goes back to Sellers. Good post play underneath. She gets her own board, heaves up a desperation shot from the pocket, and that's good from Madison Sellers. Sellers now up to 12 points, and a foul is going to be whistled on Lottie Hoffman. Hoffman called with her first Thought she had one in the first half, but scoreboard showing 1. Bailey passed down low to Van Campen. Van Campen tries to post up and said she'll have to go up to Bailey. Here's Metcalf on the near wing. Metcalf goes down to Van Campen. Van Campen up and in, plus the foul. So the hoop and the harm sends Van Campen to the line, as it's now 50-32. Harmony Van Campen, the junior out of Houston, Texas. That rattles no good. Rebound is a jump ball. Lizzie Roughton and Avery Reichert will go tumbling to the Timbers. And it will remain Royals basketball. Madison Bailey is going to inbound for the Royals. She'll heave it to the top of the key to Metcalf. Metcalf to the left side to Whitfield. Whitfield on the near wing finds Van Campen at the free throw line. Van Campen outside, back to Whitfield. Going down low to Lindsey Browning. Browning heaves it out to Lottie Hoffman. Hoffman nearly violated a over and back, but no whistle on that. Lizzie Roughton gets an offensive board, and with the offensive board and bucket, head coach Chris, I'm already ready for men's basketball. Brad Phillips calls for a timeout. We'll take it with him as the Lady Pioneers lead it 52-32. This is Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneer basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
America, your children have an amazing superpower. That's right. They can help save lives by simply washing their hands. Just 20 seconds of thorough hand washing after they've coughed or sneezed or been outside can help fight against the dastardly spread of germs. Armed with only soap and water and hands, your superhero can protect you, your family, and everyone out there in America land. Amazing! Find out more at coronavirus.gov. A message from the CDC and the Ad Council.
Very Forest Ranger Betty White here, lending a hand to my dear friend Smokey Bear, because for years he's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But there's a lot more to say. Like if you park your car on tall, dry grass, the hot exhaust pipe can start a wildfire. So keep the animals safe, especially the cute shirtless one. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
This is Madison Sellers. You're listening to Crowley Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Madison Sellers with a third quarter double-double, 10 rebounds, 12 points. As she and her Lady Pioneers hold a 52-32 lead over the visiting Royals of Ecclesia College out of Springdale, Arkansas. Welcome back to the broadcast. Dustin Seymour, Sports Information Director at the Ridge, bringing you the season opener for the Lady Pioneers. 9 seconds on the shot clock as Madison Bailey heaves up desperation shot, rebounded by Lizzie Roughton. Lizzie Roughton closing in on a double-double, needing 2 more rebounds. Lottie Hoffman head fakes the 3, takes 2 steps to her left, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound still being contested, and that's going to come down to Callie Whitfield. Whitfield moves to her left side, finding Reichert. Reichert to a cutting Bailey, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touch, I believe, by Lindsey Browning. Bailey goes down to Van Campen. Van Campen blocked by Madison Sellers, but the offensive board goes to the blue and the gold. Here's Van Campen, who dribbles off of her foot, but on its way out of bounds, it touched the foot of a Lady Pioneer. So 4 seconds on the shot clock, so all of the Royals bench tapping the top of their head, reminding their teammates that, hey, shot clock's about to go out, but now we ain't got to worry about it as Lizzie Roughton steals the ball away. Roughton looks to the right side. Michaela Smith wide open for 3. Yes, sir. MJ, as she's known here at the Ridge, knocking down her 13th, 14th, and 15th points of the night, all from long range. She is 5 for 10. All of her shots have been from beyond the arc. Van Campen too hot on that pass, and it will go out of play. Crowley's Ridge, 3 players in double digits. Michaela Smith leading all scores with 15. Madison Sellers has 12, and Lizzie Roughton with 10. Lizzie Roughton slowly works away across the timeline to Lottie Hoffman. Hoffman heaves it across to Smith. Smith thought about another three-pointer. Instead finds Hoffman at the top of the key. Back to Smith. Smith for 3. Did she make it? Crowd tells you. Yes, sir. MJ with her 6th three-pointer of the night. Van Campen, and we're going to have a tie-up underneath. Kayla Smith, career high 33 points and a career high of 8 three-pointers made, and that is a program record. So 2 away from a single game tie. She hit 8 twice last season. That is the program record for most three-pointers in a game is 8. Kayla Smith sits at 3 with a little under 14 minutes left to play in this one. Taking the 3, nailing the 3. Michaela Smith, 7 three-pointers, 1 away from tying the record for the 3rd time. Michaela Smith has taken 11 shots, all of them three-pointers, and 6 of them have connected, 7 of them rather. Bailey heaves it across to Metcalf on the near corner. Metcalf stolen away by Lottie Hoffman, and we're going to have a kerfuffle on the floor. And it will be a jump ball, Royals basketball. Kaya Williams will come in. She will replace Lizzie Roughton. The inbound by Sydney Taylor now in for the Royals. Goes up top, head fake by Bailey. Goes down now to the top of the key to Reichert. Reichert from the far wing now finds the far corner of Bailey. And the shot clock for the 2nd time will expire on the Royals. And it will be Crowley's Ridge basketball. All eyes on number 23 in gray. 1 three-pointer away from tying the single-game record. Kaya Williams works the point for the Lady Pioneers, looking down to Browning. Browning goes back to Williams. Williams to Michaela Smith. 1-touch pass to Madison Sellers, out to Hoffman. Michaela Smith for 3. That is short. Jim ready to explode on that one, but the rebound coming to Metcalf to the left side, finding Reichert. Reichert's two-pointer, no good. Michaela Smith gets the board. Smith, it's 3-on-1, so she will pull back on the far side, driving the court, and she will be fouled on her way to the hoop. Her first shot from inside the three-point line comes at 2:28. It's not on the book as she is fouled, and that's not going to be on the book, but she'll go to the line shooting a pair, nevertheless. Kiana Foster will come in to replace Lindsey Browning. Kayla Smith takes her first charity shots of her young season, and she'll miss the first one. .228 left in this 3rd quarter of play. And Smith's free throw is no good. It will rattle out of bounds, so it is Royals ball. 61-32. Callie Whitfield looks to the left side to Reichert. Reichert goes back to the top of the key to the left side, finding that is Bailey. Looked like 22, but it was 12. Her shot is up, no good. However, she was fouled on the attempt. Madison Sellers whistled with her 3rd personal foul. First free throw is good. Second free throw additionally is good. Leah Still will re-enter to replace Madison Sellers. As a team, Crowley's Ridge, 9 of 36 from long range. Underneath, Kaya Williams gets the layup, 63-34. To the outside, finding Bailey underneath to Escamilla. Escamilla's shot is no good. Rebounded by Lottie Hoffman. Kaya Williams goes to the right side. Leah Still for three. That is no good. Bounces up. And the rebound coming down to find Callie Winfield. Winfield's shot is no good. Rebounded by Kiana Foster. Foster finding Kaya Williams. Williams will slow down. Goes to the right side to Lottie Hoffman. Hoffman from NBA range. Too hard. And the rebound's going to fall harmlessly out of play as Hoffman kind of gives a, should have taken a better shot. But with the lead sitting at 63-34, she should be okay as we enter the final minute of play in the penultimate quarter. Left side, Avery Reichert on the near wing. Reichert will heave to the top of the key to Callie Whitfield. Whitfield stands between the circles, drifting to her right side, picking up her dribble to Metcalf. Nakia Metcalf now down low to Escamilla. Outside to Whitfield. Whitfield's three-pointer is no good. Rebound will come to Leah Still. 30 seconds to go. Leah Still will pass down to Kiana Foster, and Foster will be blocked by Callie Whitfield, and it will fall out of play. Abby Hutchins will re-enter for Ecclesia. She will replace Maela Escamilla. 23 on the shot clock, 25 on the game clock in the third quarter. Kiana Foster for three. That will hit the backboard, and she'll get her own rebound. And because it hit the backboard, that should be dead ball. Nope. Going to reset the game clock. Because it did not hit rim, they had originally reset the shot clock, but because it didn't hit rim, it will stay at 7 seconds on the timer. Out to Lottie Hoffman, wide open for three. Yes, sir. Crowley's Ridge, 10 three-pointers as a team tonight, 7 of which are off the fingertips of Michaela Smith. Down low, shot is up, blocked by Leah Still, and that will do it for the third quarter of play. 10 minutes left to go in this contest. Crowley's Ridge 66. Ecclesia 34. We'll take the timeout on the other side. The final quarter of action. This is Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneer basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network. What's up?
I think it's just vapor. Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
That's JB.
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed. Oh, yeah? Yeah, he's starting with the whoops.
The team.
And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart. Heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents
As if she
What to
needed
Expect
more money.
When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for greatest of all time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
This is Leah Still, and you're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Final quarter of play. Michaela Smith for 3. Yes, sir. That is 8. That ties the single game record with 10 minutes left to play, as Michaela Smith makes it 69-34. Far side is Reichert. Wild shot is up. Leah Still gets the rebound. Going down to Shamira Brown. Brown, a wide open Michaela Smith. Everybody holding their breath. Instead, it's Leah Still for 3. And why not Leah Still draining the 3? Yes, sir. Leah Still makes it 72-34. Down low, here's Shamira Brown taking it up the court, and there'll be a hand check foul on Madison Bailey. Kayla Smith will check out for now, and so the CRC record remains intact with 8:50. Michaela Ward enters. Getting her first playing time, as does Claire Bellers. Claire Bellers to the top of the key to Kaya Williams. Williams thought about the three-pointer, instead goes back out to Bellers, to Leah Still. Still thought about the three-pointer, instead she'll go down low to Ward, out to Claire Bellers for 3. Back iron, rebound coming down to the Royals. Metcalf will be stolen by Shamira Brown, but Brown spun her wheels. So it will remain Royals basketball underneath their own hoop with a fresh 30. To the top of the key, finding Whitfield. Whitfield to the left side to Bailey. Bailey's three-pointer on the way, short. Rebound is going to go out of bounds. Last touched by the Royals. Slowly working her way across the floor is Kaya Williams. Finds Claire Bellers on the near wing. Back to Williams to Shamira Brown. Brown goes out to Still. Still underneath. Tries to lay it up. Little physicality underneath. Far side, Van Campen plants, shoots, no good. Metcalf gets the board. Metcalf goes tumbling to the floor. So that'll send up Nakaya Metcalf. Metcalf, a 50% free throw shooter. She'll make the first. Second free throw, bounces off the back iron. Rebound coming to Shamira Brown. Going to the right side, now spinning around. Underneath, a good job by Shamira Brown, but the rebound comes down to the Royals. Bailey goes to Van Campen. For 3, long range, misses a shot. Van Campen gets the board. Van Campen will be pushed out of bounds by Michaela Ward, so the ball will stay with the Royals after the foul. Michaela Ward gets her first personal foul. Going outside to Van Campen at the right block. Van Campen double teamed, but she'll be fouled again. So Shamira Brown. Here is Shamira Brown on the left block. She'll slip, but it will be we'll call it a pass. He slipped and lost control of the ball, went right to Kaya Williams, and Kaya Williams gets it. Callie Whitfield gets the bucket on the other side. Crowley's Ridge 74-38. Nakaya Edwards prepares to check back in. Van Camp for three. She'll drain it. Van Campen drains the three-pointer. And that will be a timeout. Coach Phillips not happy with how his, well, I would say how his youngsters are playing, but that's all he has, but unhappy with how his current youngsters are playing. And he'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll take it with him. 74-41, Crowley's Ridge leads. 6:32 left. This is Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheSkin.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking.
Yeah,
now start
that's the
smoking.
third time that
For an
she's
easy
tied the
quiz to see if you're
record
eligible,
in a game.
visit SaveByTheSkin.org. It could save
She's
your life.
currently tied with 8. She needs one more and she'll have the record.
Lung Association's Lung
She
Force
broke
Initiative
this
at the Ad Council.
individual point record.
To some, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much, but that's not true.
Yeah,
They're testing out vowels and consonants and trying different sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on meaning, especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Learn more at autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
This is Nakaya Edwards. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Kayla Smith pulling up for three-pointer. No good. Smith needing one more to break the CRC record. And fighting underneath the basket, Van Campen gets the rebound. Underneath, it will be Royals basketball. A lot of offensive rebounding for the Royals underneath, and Coach Phillips very unhappy with that. So Bailey is going to inbound for the Royals. She'll go up to find a three-pointer, no good. Michaela Smith gets the board. And a tumble to the floor. Nakaya Edwards gets plastered, but a rebound, or the steal, going to the Royals. And Coach Phillips saying to get back as they were just kind of sitting around thinking it should have been a foul, but it will remain 74-43. Underneath, Leah Still will lay it up and lay it in. Long shot on the way, no good. Shamira Brown goes coast to coast, tries to lay it up, no good. Harmony Van Campen gets the board. Three-pointer on the way, that is no good. And that is stolen away once again. So the wheels kind of falling off for Crowley's Ridge here in the waning moments of this game. And well in hand, 76-45, but a lot of turnovers. Out of bounds. And Ecclesia wants to take a timeout, so we'll take it with them. Crowley's Ridge 76, Ecclesia 45. This is Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let.
Crowley's Ridge with the ball, moving left to right across her screen. Michaela Smith going to Leah Still. Leah Still drives the baseline, bounce pass to Michaela Ward. And Michaela Ward's going to take one too many steps with it. So it'll be Royals basketball. Long pass to Harmony Van Campen, 3:51 left to play. Bailey going to the left side, and that will go lodges itself in the rim. Normally with men's basketball, the men's team will go up and just try and poke it out, but the ladies, not quite the ups that the men have, and so they're going to go and grab the mop. Knock it out. It'll be Crowley's Ridge basketball. No, it will be the Royals. Leah Still was behind the line, ready to take the inbound, but the referee said, no, we can only give it to Blue. Blue have ball. Metcalf goes out to Bailey. Bailey heaves it across. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebound coming down to Shamira Brown. Shamira Brown to a wide open Nakaya Edwards. Edwards tries to lay it up. Instead, she'll be fouled. Whitfield gets whistled with a foul. Nakaya Edwards at the line to shoot two, misses the first. (76-45). Lady Pioneers lead, 3.5 left to go as Nakaya Edwards drains the second of two. Far side three-pointer coming from Hannah Johnson right into the hands of Leah Still. Leah Still finds Nakaya Edwards. Nakaya Edwards goes to coast, and she is hacked. No foul on the play. But it will be Crowley's Ridge basketball. Michaela Smith's going to inbound underneath her own halo. Inbound is going to be stolen away by Harmony Van Campen and the tag team of Callie Whitfield. Underneath, going to find Hannah Johnson, and she'll get the jumper to fall. Here's Nakaya Edwards working the point for the Lady Pioneers. Edwards goes to the left side to Michaela Smith. Smith for three, short. Rebound is going to go and find Metcalf. Metcalf going and finding Whitfield. Far side to Metcalf. Down low to Bailey to Van Campen. And we will have a jump ball. A whole bunch of new Royals on the court. Line change as Nakaya Edwards looks to the left side to Michaela Smith. Nakaya Edwards finds Smith. Michaela Smith pulls up for three. She missed the three. That would have been bad if she made the three, as there was a whistle off the ball. You don't want to say thankfully she missed it, but thankfully she missed it in this case. Would hate to have the record-breaking bucket be called off due to a foul on the floor. Nakaya Edwards is going to inbound. She finds Leah Still from 15 feet out, and she'll knock it down. And Shamira Brown takes the ball away. She's going to pull off. 2 minutes to go. Leah Still, Michaela Smith wide open on the far wing. Shamira Brown from the free throw line. Short. Rebounded by Escamilla. Escamilla driving down the sideline. Between the circles is Callie Whitfield. Whitfield goes to the left side. Head fakes. Drives to the right. Goes down to Escamilla off the right block. Back iron. No good. Leah Still gets the board. Still to Nakaya Edwards. Edwards goes to the left side. Michaela Smith covered up. Back to Edwards. Smith gets off her man. Pulls up for three. No, off the back iron. I believe the crowd knows what's at stake every time Michaela Smith pulls up for a three-pointer. And that's going to be tipped away from the Royals. It will be Crowley's Ridge basketball. 72 seconds left. Shamira Brown takes the inbound, finding Michaela Smith. Back to Brown. Brown at the top of the key. Goes to Michaela Ward. Ward to a cutting Brown, out to Nakaya Edwards. Edwards driving in. She's screened by her own player, Michaela Ward. Now going in, and the shot is no good. Rebound coming down to the Royals. Nakaya Metcalf with the ball. Metcalf on the far wing, guarded by Michaela Smith. Smith thought about stealing it away, but Metcalf able to maintain possession. She'll pass to Reichert. Reichert driving in. Escamilla will throw it out of bounds. Crowley's Ridge will have the ball. 32.6 seconds left to go. 30 on the shot clock, so 2.6 ticks separate shot from game clock. Here's Leah Still. Thought about the three-pointer. She'll bounce pass to Michaela Ward. Ward will be blocked, but she gets her own rebound and lays it in. Inbound stolen by Michaela Smith, and Smith will be fouled there by Nakaya Metcalf. So not in the bonus yet, so Crowley's Ridge, 15.6 seconds. They will have an inbound play. Michaela Smith will inbound. Inbound finds Shamira Brown. Brown to the top of the key to Nakaya Edwards. To the left side to Michaela Smith. Smith pulls up for a long three-pointer. Nowhere close. Rebound will go out of bounds. Michaela Smith knew what was at stake and was just going to shoot it from wherever she could, as she shot that one from Strawberry, Arkansas, her hometown. As the seconds will tick away, and Crowley's Ridge will get victory as the Lady Pioneers will have a little bit of kerfuffle here with Nakaya Edwards and a few of the Royals players. Nobody, Royals frustrated. Crowley's Ridge showing a 81 victory. We're just going to wave at each other. Don't want to test fate after a bit of a problem there mid-court at the end of the game. But Crowley's Ridge does get the victory. Final score 81, Crowley's Ridge 47 for the Royals of Ecclesia College. Crowley's Ridge will have a 1-0 record to start the season. Ecclesia will fall to 2-1. We'll take a short timeout. On the other side, we'll have post-game stats for you, get you set for the next broadcast. This is Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneer basketball victory. Telling of the final score: Crowley's Ridge 81, Ecclesia 47. This is Crowley's Ridge College Lady Pioneer basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
My name is Grayson Taylor, and I'm the campus minister at the Ridge Connection, which is the campus ministry on the campus of Crowley's Ridge College. College is a time that is possibly the most formative time in any person's life. It's where you find out who you might marry, figure out what you want to do with your life, and you figure out if your faith is legitimate, or you figure out if you believe in God at all. At the Ridge Connection, the campus ministry, we want to help you to find an authentic community of believers that is both encouraging and uplifting to you during your time in college. We hope that as you become more involved in our campus ministry, that you actually leave campus more like Jesus than you were when you walked in. We want to help you connect to God, connect to other people, and of course connect on the campus of CRC. So follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook at The Ridge Connection. You can find us on Instagram at The Ridge Connect. We are so excited to see what God does through the Ridge Connection on the campus of Crowley's Ridge College.
This is Lizzie Rout, and you're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on Pioneer Digital Network.
And we welcome you back for the final time to the Carter Activity Center. Crowley's Ridge getting the victory over the Royals of Ecclesia College, 81-47. As we look at the scorers, team stats rather, if I can find the team stats. They'll pull up for me. Here we are. Well, here are Ecclesia, 22.9% from the floor, 16 of 70. Crowley's Ridge, 40 of 5, 32 makes of 79 attempts. From long range, Crowley's Ridge, 12 of 53. Ecclesia, 8 of 52. From the charity stripe, Crowley's Ridge, 5 of 12. Free throw line for the Royals, 7 of 12. Crowley's Ridge won the rebounding battle, 53-38. Crowley's Ridge, 19 assists to Ecclesia's 15. 22 turnovers for the green and black that led to 31 points off of the turnover. 11 turnovers coughed up by Crowley's Ridge, 9 points. Of those offensive boards, Crowley's Ridge had 20, I'll find it eventually, 12 second chance points for Crowley's Ridge. Largest lead Crowley's Ridge had at the had a 39-point lead back with 7:11 left to play in the fourth period. As we look at the individual stats, leading scorer Michaela Smith had 24. Behind her, Hannah Johnson led her Royals with 20 points. Behind her, Callie Whitfield with 8, 7 out of Harmony Van Kampen, 6 for Madison Bailey, and 4 from Nakiah Metcalf, 2 coming from Avery Reichert. Rebounding leader, Nakiah Metcalf had 8. For Crowley's Ridge, a pair of double-doubles tonight. Not a pair of double-doubles, just the one double-double. That's anything to, sniff at. Madison Sellers, 12 points and 10 rebounds. Leading scorer is Michaela Smith, who had 24 points, 8 of 18 from long range. That ties a program record for most three-pointers in a game. I need to double check and see if she broke the record for most three-pointers attempted in a game. If I can, single season, individual game high. She already holds the points category. Three-point attempted, no, she did not break that three-point attempt, but she tied the three-point made in a single game with 8. Also in double-digit scoring is Leah Still with 10 and Lizzie Roughton with 10. Just underneath the 10 threshold is Kaya Williams, who had 9 total rebounds. Lottie Hoffman with 9 total rebounds for Kaya Williams. Crowley's Ridge will next travel to Manhattan, Kansas, where they will take part of the Manhattan Christian College Classic. Their first game will be against the Stevens College Stars. That will tip off at 4 o'clock on November 5th at the Howie's Activity Center at Manhattan, Kansas. Our next broadcast this Friday as the Pioneers men's team will start their season against the Eagles of Midway. Tip-off starting at 6 o'clock. We hope to have you there with us. Until we see you.